Welcome to Musty Millennials. Today, we'll be reliving the year 2000 problem, simply known as Y2K. For those living under a rock, Y2K referred to the potential computer error related to the formatting and storage of calendar data for dates in and after the year 2000. Would computers be able to recognize the flip from 99 to 00? What was going to happen? The anticipation and angst was very, very real. Speaking of anticipation and angst, let's get this bad boy started and send it over to our hosts. Here they are, Gina and Kyle.
So when you think of Y2K, because he just defined it as the bug, right? I thought of it as more than just the bug, but it is just the bug.
It's just the bug.
Just the bug.
That started a phenomenon of angst
There was
and anxiety.
so many.
I thought that was a symptom of something bigger, but it was the thing.
It's all it was. And everyone was like, oh my God, all the missiles and nukes are going to launch and explode and kill everybody. And
That's what I'm saying.
The planet was
so
coming
much
to
more
an end. Yeah.
stressful than just the flip of 99 to 2000 in the computers.
Yes.
That's all it was.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we're understanding
on the
that
same
that's what
page.
it was. I'm excited about this one. I feel like...
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Gina.
I'm Kyle.
Brandon.
Will I ever
Nope.
do that?
I don't think so.
No, you love to jump into it.
Honestly, if you don't know who we are, you'll figure it out as we go.
A lot of people have told me, and a lot is generous,
5.
speaking as though, our viewership
What have they
is
said? We don't need to do it.
that we sound the same, so it's easy, it's good for us to identify ourselves.
Oh, I don't think we sound the same.
A lot of I know we
Because you
don't.
guys known each other forever and you've known your voice your whole life. But
Whatever.
and like the
tough.
cadence, I could pick your voice out of
a lineup.
like a loud crowd
Same.
and be like, "That's Gina." But
Also, all we have to do is laugh, and then we know.
yeah, true that. But it's good to identify ourselves because what if you start this episode and you're like,
I
"I
thought
love
you were
Y2K."
going to say people are like, stop with that nonsense.
No. People
I
still
don't like
think
when
we sound
Brandon's
similar.
right.
Sometimes when we're talking at the same time too, like you can't differentiate who's who. Allegedly. I mean, I can because
Says
I know
the
what I'm
two
saying.
people that addressed it with you. Okay, fine.
It's been more than 2. Thank you very much.
Okay, fine. Whatever, the 3.
Been a hard 3, but
Okay, before we get into it.
Yes.
What made you feel old this week?
it's more an idea and I need to know if you agree with this.
Okay, I'm excited.
Being targeted on Instagram and falling for it. You know what I mean? Like with like shopping
interesting.
stuff where I feel like it's an old thing to fall prey to the targeting.
So it's an old thing to fall prey and it be a scam.
Not necessarily a scam, but like you get targeted for all of these, if you look at one shoe company, you get targeted for 50.
Yeah,
You look
so
at one
I feel
bathing suit.
differently.
And so if I'm falling into and I keep ordering shit that brands I've never heard of because I got targeted on Instagram, that makes me feel old because I feel like Gen Z people
It's
are so much
working.
more resilient to it because they're like, you target the shit out of me. I'm not going to fall prey to your game.
Oh, I have such a different
So
view.
it makes me feel old to fall for it.
It makes me feel young to fall for it.
Oh, okay.
So I want to get in on the new brands that I don't know about and love when I get targeted because it's the only way sometimes I know about things. Like, what was that fucking jewelry brand? Marjorie?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so didn't know it, kept getting served, started ordering stuff, and then I felt like I was in with Gen Z,
Yeah.
Is that their brand? I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what I'm saying is I think that they don't, necessarily click on what they're targeted for as much as older people do. Because
I
it's
buy
such
it. I buy into the system.
But it's such a new phenomenon. That's why we're like, ooh, yay. Like, let's fucking buy this shit. And Gen Zers are like, we see this every single day. Like, no, I'm going to seek out what I want. Don't tell me what I want.
Yeah, that
You know
does
what I
make
mean?
sense.
So, but I don't know. Maybe we should call Katie and ask, is being targeted and falling for it a millennial older person thing? Because I always feel stupid when I do it.
You got to be careful, though. Sometimes, remember that one I almost got scammed on, pulled into it, where it was Travis Matthew, which is a big golf brand, and I love their golf stuff. I got served something on Instagram. I clicked it, and it was like a blowout sale of getting rid of all their old stuff. So I'm like, holy crap! They were selling shirts for $5, hats for $2 because they were just
And that
flipping
didn't
over
raise any
inventory.
red flags to you?
I had so many things in the box, and it was like $80, and it was literally like $5,000 worth of swag, and then it didn't
Obviously.
didn't go through.
Yeah.
So what pisses me off about that is I'll buy something and then the algorithm will serve me 10 different versions of
Yes.
it. And then I'm like, shit, I like that one better.
Yes.
So that drives me nutty because I'm like, I want to look at the whole catalog.
And also there's all of these outlets online now specifically that have you noticed they have a different name, but they're selling the exact same product?
Yeah, what is that?
Again, they're tricking us, which is why I think Gen Z is more resilient to this than us, where I'm like, oh, I love this bag, but 3 different companies have served it to me.
So weird. So are they all, what are they doing? Oh, Katie, come in. I called Katie down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we have a Gen Z correspondent.
Here, Katie, talking to this mic.
Can you explain it to her?
So when people are targeted on Instagram and they buy stuff, is that like a cool thing to do or a losery thing to do?
It's a losery thing.
See?
To do.
I knew it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
Gen
Thanks,
Z
Kate.
correspondent. Okay. I stand corrected.
Wow, just
That was
slapped us
quick.
all in the face.
That
and
was
left.
quick. I didn't even know she was down here. She came
That's
so quick.
really funny.
Okay. Woo. Okay. Glad we solved that. We should
Yeah.
have her in the house more often.
Seriously.
And I just want her to come down just for things like that. Just
Yep.
a quick take,
Yes.
hot take, and then poof.
Yes, I
Evaporate.
love that.
Okay, so what made me feel old, we went shopping, me, my stepmom, my aunt, my grandma, long story, whatever. We were in the store. And typically I would go to the clothes that's like either work clothes or, which kind of is old lady too, but like
Yeah.
the clothes that I would be wearing in public. And this is not just a mat leave thing. This has been a consistent thing for the last, I would say, maybe 2 years. All I want to buy are comfy sets that no one will ever see.
Yep.
That I'll wear in my home.
Yes.
That are cute though, but optimizing for comfy.
Yes.
And
But you want to be cute for your husband. That's cute.
it's certainly not
Did you just say comfing, by the way?
comfiness.
Oh, I think you said comfing.
Wait,
Isn't that what the kids are saying?
Yeah, it's comfing.
comfing.
It's giving
It's
comfing.
like glamping.
Yeah.
But like, so yeah, anyway, I don't give a fuck about any clothes anymore. I just want sets that I can lounge around in
Same.
my house.
You know how many I have.
So anyway, that's what made me feel old, is that I no longer give a fuck about clothes. I do order some clothes for work, but it's purely online, and I don't want to waste my energy like going to find it. I just have it delivered
Well,
to me.
do you do the thing now too where you find something you like for work and you just order it in 50
in
colors?
10 colors, like those trousers?
I have literally 5 of the same pair of pants and I just
Absolutely.
wear them every day.
And it's all Abercrombie lately because it's just easy.
Oh, it's back?
It's
Yeah,
back.
Abercrombie's back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the turnaround story of the century.
Yeah.
That was
We
the
should-
first cologne
We're going to
I had.
actually
have
do a
to-
fashion episode and that should be...
I was going to say, we could do a whole Abercrombie episode.
we can do an Abercrombie
on
episode.
the Predator and his
Totally.
little-
The Predator?
yeah, the CEO is a Predator.
Yeah. We'll tell you about it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll work on it later.
Oh, great.
So anyway, that's what made me feel old.
I think that's a good one.
So this is kind of coming off the heels of my Made You Feel Old last week with all the anniversaries and David Hasselhoff's birthday. It's kind of in a similar vein, but I just saw this and I couldn't wrap my head around it and it made me feel old. But do you guys remember the Wonder Years?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
So Wayne Arnold, who was the older brother in that, played by Jason Hervey. Do you remember
I don't
him?
even remember what he looks like. Oh,
Kinda
yep,
looks like
okay.
that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got him.
He just became a grandpa.
Oh.
So congratulations, Jason Hervey. He's a grandfather. And
So
like
wait, how old was he in Wonder
A
Years?
teenager.
Wow.
he's only 52. I didn't go down the whole road
Yeah,
of
like
it.
how we got there.
Yeah, but
Young
just
grandpa.
seeing him as a grandpa, and I'm still
Well, if
picturing
he's
him as like my
52
big brother, essentially.
If he's
Yeah.
52 and had someone,
At 25, 20.
25, and then they had a kid at 25.
Yeah.
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 Not that crazy.
No, it's not. But
No.
just hearing grandpa associated to who I saw
a
as like my
teenager.
TV big
And he's
brother,
burned in
who
your
was, like,
brain as a
burned-
teenager.
But was
100%.
Wonder Years?
Because he wasn't in anything else.
I
He
thought
was
the
that.
Wonder
Yeah.
Years was one of those shows that they put on late night that was old at the time that I watched it.
It was
that current?
it was shot in the 80s, but it made it look like it was the 50s. That was the whole
But
spiel.
so I didn't watch it in the 80s, so I must have been watching
Oh, it's
reruns.
still reruns on Nick at Night
Yes,
or whatever.
we saw
yeah.
reruns.
We would just watch it like way after it had aired.
I
Yes.
remember the finale airing though.
Okay,
live.
so you watched it live. That was my question. 'cause
Yeah.
At the time that I was watching it, he probably was already 10 years older than he looked in the show.
Funny
Yes, is
story.
my
I
point.
met Winnie Cooper. I always meet all these celebrities, and
It's
I
like
don't
you
mean to
just,
name
like,
drop. It's
wanna,
not
like,
annoying.
talk
No, it's
about it.
not.
It's
No.
so
Danica, whatever.
painful.
But I was in LA for a semester abroad, and she was at the same thing that I was at, Mixer
Wait.
or whatever,
You were in LA
Los Angeles for a semester of school.
for a semester abroad, is what you did say.
That's what they called it, even though
Okay.
it wasn't abroad.
It definitely wasn't
That's
abroad.
so
I just wanted to make sure our geography was on
Anyway,
point. Okay.
she was there. I had a couple drinks. I was a huge fan of her. and
You smooched?
I met her. No, I called her. I
wishes.
called her Winnie instead of Danica, and she got really mad.
No way.
I'm sure that's happened to her before.
all the time.
Also,
she's
being a
like-
dick about it when that's like your claim to fame, like just smile, laugh, and
Now
be like,
again,
haha.
I did say I had a couple drinks. Gina, Kyle, you know me when I have a couple drinks. Maybe I was
so
being
annoying. Wait, but so I'm pretty sure it's her, but maybe I'm now confusing her with the woman in Bang Bang Theory, although I think it's both of them.
Bang
Big
bang, or
bang.
big bang?
Big Bang Theory.
Bang, bang.
Guys, lay off me. She's like a real scientist in real life.
Oh, Malin Balick
she's like
or whatever.
she's
No, it's Blossom.
mathematics.
Blossom.
That's Blossom, yeah.
No, it's not.
She was in Bang Bang, but it was
No, I know her. I think she's also a scientist.
Oh, the blonde from-
But Winnie, what's her name?
Danica something?
no Winnie-
Patrick. Yes, she is like a mathematician.
Danica
or
Patrick
something.
isn't the
No,
driver?
That's the driver.
Danica Patrick's the driver.
Yeah.
What's her real name?
Danica something.
Danica
Just
what?
Google Danica Wonder Years.
Oh, McKellar.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so I'm going to look this up. I'm pretty sure she is some type of like economist
Physicist?
or mathematician. She's authored several mathematics related books, primarily targeting adolescent readers. She's got published papers. Yeah.
Great.
So she's a mathematician. Fuck you guys.
What? I mean, we weren't disputing it.
Oh, she just went down in our book. You want to hear this?
What?
She cites Candace Cameron Bure.
Bure.
Burr.
I say Burr.
It's
You're
Beret.
thinking of Aaron Burr, who shot Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, I'm always thinking of Aaron Burr. Thank you for that.
I always thought it was Burr, but he said that
Pavel Bure, Valerie Bure.
Oh.
as being a major influence in her life after Bure gave her a copy of the Bible. So they're all Bible thumping fucking weirdos.
Yeah, sorry, Bible
All right,
thumpers.
she's out. Anyway, how did we get here?
Hard to say.
Jason Hervey, the big brother's
yeah, the
grandpa.
big brother in Wonder Years.
Oh, it's
is a
grandpa.
grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Delightful.
This podcast is happily sponsored by Wonderweave, where each story is a doorway to a child's imagination. Wonderweave is an innovative app that crafts custom tales for your child with text, vivid images, and audio narration, all powered by the magic of AI. Proudly woman-owned, Wonderweave champions creativity and learning, transforming screen time into an interactive journey. Just picture your little one, eyes wide with wonder as they explore stories where they're the star, brought to life through your own voice, thanks to the app's unique voice cloning feature. Every parent wishes to leave a mark in their child's heart, and Wonderweave lets you do just that. Whether it's before bed or on the go, your voice can be the comforting guide through enchanted worlds and spirited adventures. So why wait? Embark on this captivating voyage with your child. Visit wonderweave.app now to start your free trial and create lasting memories one magical story at a time. Wonderweave, bringing families closer with every word.
Okay, let's get into Y2K.
Fine.
Yep.
As I mentioned, it is literally just talking about the bug or the Millennium Bug, which
Yes.
was another name for it, which, as Brandon mentioned in the beginning, is just about format. Like in all of these computers,
Yes.
right? The 99 to 2000 flip. Bless you. That second one looked like
Sorry.
it hurt.
It did actually give me a little bit of a headache. All right, keep going.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, the flip from 99 to 2000, the concern was that the computers essentially would think that it was 1900.
But okay, this is the thing.
Isn't
I'm
that
sure you're going to
so
get into
wild?
it. It's the simplest thing, but it was on the news. Everyone was talking about it. Like there were stories about
Kyle, wait till you find out how much money we spent on trying to mitigate this.
No, it was, but I just remember it being, and everywhere you saw it was Y2K, Y2K, Y2K.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
It was so crazy.
Okay, so not only that, apparently they knew about this potential problem since 1970. Okay?
What?
And then
Who brought it up?
They just kept putting it off.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
we'll worry
We
about
have
that when
30
the time
years.
comes.
I'll be dead
so
by
they
then.
did, and then in the 90s, it gained significant attention because people were getting stressed that it was coming. So people knew that this was a problem.
Wait.
For decades.
Sorry. So they knew about it in the 70s, but computers aren't what they were then. So in the 70s, what were they really worried about? No wonder they put it off. There was like 3 computers.
They were
Well,
like,
they
they were
just,
like building and they're like,
there
well,
were
we don't know if
early-
this is going to work.
right, right.
Well, there were early warning signs that things were going to break down.
Like technological.
In the millennium.
Okay.
So the early warning signs kind of were on people's radar, but in the 90s, people started flipping out. And to your point,
Yes.
obviously 99, but even a little before that, people were bugging.
Yes.
Like
Nice.
it was.
Pun intended.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
So, but throughout the 90s, governments, businesses, and organizations around the world invested heavily in addressing the bug.
What are they paying for?
Software updates, hardware updates, running tests to ensure things are going to like work.
Like they're pretending it's that time and seeing if the clocks change?
Yeah, they're like doing tests to make sure. There was like a
And
whole,
weren't the tests confirming
Like
it was fine
simulations.
because it was fine?
there's well, so you just fucking wait, girl.
Okay, sorry.
So there was even a like hiring boom of software engineers because of this. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think you understand the magnitude. So, do you want to understand the economic cost?
Yes.
You know, I love a number.
Yes.
I know I love magnitude. So, the global cost of addressing the bug was estimated to be between. Do you want to guess?
$3 billion.
Yeah, I was going to say like $7 billion.
So take that 3 and add 2 zeros. 300
What?
to $600 billion.
Well, if you think about it,
Billion.
it's government, it's everyone. It's not just like one person footing the bill. It's literally every company.
It's everywhere. Experts believe that this was a necessary investment to prevent disasters. Meanwhile,
$300 billion.
Meanwhile, the general public, for the most part, believe that it was like overblown. But what people would say, like in the government or people that were like tied to this effort, this like crisis management, would say the only reason we feel like that is because of the investments and the things that they did to prevent it.
Sure.
Isn't that the most insane price tag you've ever heard for something like this?
$300 billion.
What did you do the night of New Year's Eve?
I ran to the computer. I remember 1999 and we ran to the computer. It was on the desk where my mom was. And I remember at midnight and everyone turned and was like, go check the computer.
Yeah. Did you almost like wait for a blow?
Yes. Like I thought
don't know.
something was going to happen.
I thought that was going to be like an atomic bomb.
And we were like, it's fine. And I remember everyone being like, oh, it's fine. Like it turned to 12:01. The date's fine. Everything seems to be functioning.
Yeah.
Everything was fine.
So I'll tell my real quick story that I teased in the last episode. So we were at my parents' lake house in Maryland with the Woodalls. Gina, you know them. Longtime family friend, neighbors since the day I was born. Anyway, we get close to we're watching, Dick Clark's New Year's Eve or whatever, and we're all standing there, and I literally got everyone involved in it except Mr. Woodall. Shout out Larry Woodall. And I said, hey, as soon as the ball drops and it like goes to midnight, everyone, you own a light switch or the TV remote. Like I had everybody queued up. So as soon as it hit, everything went dark in the room. Everything shut off. And Mr. Woodall was like, no way, get out of here. He was freaking out.
Wait, were you not afraid? You were too busy pranking? You weren't worried that there was really going to be an issue?
No, we weren't. But the one thing we screwed up, there was a tiny little like Bose system under the TV, and that clock was still on.
Oh my
And
God.
he saw that, and he's like, wait. And then we all busted out laughing. But
Oh
that
my
was
God.
our
That's pretty funny.
That is really funny.
Do you remember that there was all the concern about your money?
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
and
one of the
banks.
biggest things.
Yes, that was one of the biggest things is people, are they going to lose their money?
They're
Are
not going
banks
to
gonna-
know whose money it is.
Right,
Like,
and it's going to lose control of the number tracking. Like
everything.
everything was going to implode.
Like
So,
a
but
financial
experts would
software,
say the
yeah.
reason why it didn't is because they tried to
No,
prevent
but this
it.
is the thing. They tried to prevent it. Is there any proof that they prevented anything with that $300 billion?
Or just got lucky.
That's what I mean. Or nothing was going to happen anyway
think it
because
depends who you
computers
ask.
are computers.
I think it depends who you ask. So there were like takeaways that I think had positive impacts after Y2K, which I think we can say they did some good, even if it's not what they intended. So the importance of like being proactive in infrastructure in computers, like the fact that this was sort of like overlooked became foresight for other issues that we were overlooking in like not just dates, but the other ways that we were setting computers up for the future. And then it also demonstrated the like global preparedness between businesses, IT professionals, like in a crisis management situation for us.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good thing. And it was like a masterclass in project management is how they would describe it.
Wait, I have another question. Do you remember, if you remember watching, I don't remember watching Dick Clark's New Year's Eve, but was that the conversation? is what's going to happen at midnight. Because I remember
sensationalism was off the charts.
just remember that moment when it went to midnight and everyone looked at each other like, what the fuck happened? Because it's the only thing you cared about checking.
Right. I remember thinking there was another weird fear besides the banks, that was all the elevators were going to plummet.
Yeah.
Everything was anything on a computer.
Airplanes were going to fall out of the sky. Bombs were going to just start shooting
flying
off.
Airplanes at that point? I would just ground all the airplanes.
In 2000?
No, at the time.
Midnight. Were planes flying at midnight, because
somewhere
that was
in the world,
anything attached to a computer was at risk of completely shutting down
red-eye
and
flights,
killing people. And
it
was, the hype was it was scary. I think that's why I had a lot of anxiety about it, because I was like, what's going to happen?
I think that was the first time, which unfortunately there are now many, where we stockpiled food to wait for the disaster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or is your cell phone going to work? A lot of people it was early inception of cell phones, but are our phone lines going to work? People were panicked that this was going to be the end of the world. Yeah. Stoplights aren't going to work. They're on a computer. all of this shit.
Oh, so the stoplights.
We're going to go to a purge.
So if you look
the
on...
purge. Yes. That's what people thought, the looting and
it's
the raiding.
Yes, there was going to... security measures were taken.
Well, the U.S. government set up a Y2K command center to monitor potential problems across the country. They were ready for the purge.
It's so insane.
They were ready for the purge. Can you imagine?
That time was so insane, because you'd be in a grocery store and it's on the cover of a magazine. It's all anyone was talking about. Yeah. It was just such a weird thing for us to be obsessed with. And my takeaway is it was literally all for nothing.
Well, so
unless there's proof they prevented something.
No, that is the general consensus, is it was the problem that never was.
Yes.
So if you look on Reddit, you believe what you want to believe on Reddit, right? It's just a forum. People are throwing all this stuff. But this one guy said he was a VB4, there's a bunch of nerd talk in here. He was a VB4 programmer hired during that time for coding.
Yeah.
And he spent endless hours working on the Y2K stuff. And he said anyone dismissing the seriousness does not understand that the world still runs in batch processes, mainframes. And he has all these nerd terms, but he's literally all of these encoders and computer programmers worked to fix a lot of that stuff.
That's what these people are saying. The other thing is there was this sticker that was created, the Y2K Compliant. I don't remember this, but apparently once they would run a test on a computer and assess it was okay, they'd get branded Y2K Compliant. So they were just...
It was probably a big sales point too.
Working their way through the computers.
But here's my question. If the main takeaway is it was the problem that never was, why wasn't there the fucking president coming out afterwards and being like, guys, we made it because we did this?
Yeah, I guess that's
I just don't feel like there was any...
Yeah.
I think that's the general consensus, is nothing fucking happened because you guys hyped us up for nothing.
That is absolutely how people feel.
But if there was actually fundamental changes to our technological infrastructure, you should have told us that we actually did prevent this problem. But is it some covert bullshit that we're not supposed to know?
Okay, I have a dumb question. Who was the president at the time?
In 2000, wasn't it George Bush?
No, it says Bill Clinton.
Oh, was that an election year? Duh, it was an election year. 2000 was an election year.
Okay, so he didn't do I mean, there's a couple things he didn't do a good job, we would say, right?
I mean, and Clinton's a hoe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We were in a tough spot.
He was too busy with his cigars.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Disgusting.
Nice.
So yeah, you're right. I think that the PR is...
Unless they are not allowed to tell us and they have to eat it for the rest of their lives.
I'm researching it now. What's the difference? It's coming up
right,
now.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
If now we're Y2K compliant is 2024, we're over it. I just want to know if you guys did what you were supposed to do.
Now we're Y2K compliant. Do you think they were embarrassed by how much we spent on it?
That's what I'm saying, is there's just so many questions, because you can claim that you were a computer programmer who worked tirelessly to make computers ready for this.
Yeah.
But I know we spent $300 billion, so do you think they got to every computer in the world? And
only the ones that were stickered Y2K compliant.
Was there any failures?
Yes, was there was just no sort of debrief after there was nothing wrong. And
also, how do they run the tests? I want to know, what are we doing?
Did you manually change the clock
and
to
then
have it time
back?
out and then see?
Right.
Because you can do that,
Right. And well, that's what I'm saying. But it even impacted, like I was saying before, the types of people that companies were hiring. It's sort of like AI now, right? So the profile is changing because the tech is changing. So this created this whole phenomenon of having to bring all these people in, run these tests, get ahead of it. And it's was it even a thing?
So, again, just going to while you guys are chatting through here, I'm going down the Reddit rabbit hole. But this one guy said one of the biggest documented problems, and Gina, I apologize if you're going to get to it, but the biggest story was probably that U.S. spy satellites went down because of it.
Wait, that they're saying that actually happened or could have happened?
No, it actually
Well,
happened.
a Reddit user said that. I think we should verify.
We need to verify.
Well, that's the thing is, it's almost like we don't know what we don't know. And to your point, Kyle, then they need to educate us or they need to do a better job of touting the things that they did accomplish.
I agree.
I think it's bullshit.
I agree with myself.
Wait, so what other things do you remember? The elevators,
I remember stoplights, like literally.
Planes, missiles.
Yep.
Yeah, so the missiles were all going to go off.
Yep.
Like what missiles?
Like
what,
nukes.
Just all the nukes?
Yeah.
Nukes were just going to start firing off in the sky.
Can you
Or
imagine?
like you couldn't control them.
Like fireworks.
Yeah. Like if there was a threat to our country and we couldn't use, because it wasn't supposed to be one night everything implodes necessarily, but it was like, how long are we going to be in the dark and be out of like a computer system, like mainframe?
It is really alarming to not like have access to things.
100%. I just, in my head, thinking back, because I haven't thought about it in so long, but thinking about that time and the intensity at which that sort of anxiety was being built up by everyone, and then nothing happening, and then no one saying, because this happened, it just was, we all felt like, you guys made us fucking panic for nothing. That's what I think I remember
I'm telling
most.
you, everyone feels like that.
And everyone was looking around the room at midnight, like everyone's checking everything and everything's fine. We just like went on about our lives.
Pranking and have no sense of
is pretty
fear.
funny.
It is pretty good. Also, that was the first year that those dumb fucking glasses turned into the O's over your eyes.
Yeah, which was
the
perfect.
First 2000.
Yeah.
So everyone's panicked with those stupid
With
glasses
those stupid glasses on.
Yeah, that was
Check your computer.
Well, and then that was only good for the next, 9 years until that one got in the way.
I know.
But then they just put the one right here.
Do they?
No.
It was 2010. So the zeros were the...
Right on your nose?
Right on your schnoz. Your nose? No, nose.
Your nose or your schnoz. Your schnoz.
Your
What
nose.
is happening to me?
I don't know. That was really funny. Though.
What's the craziest thing you either read or like have heard of that people did in preparation for Y2K?
So I found this girl wrote it and said, my dad fully dove headfirst into the whole Y2K hype. He bought generators, cans of soup that would last 1 year for a family of 5, seeds to grow food, guns, ammunition, radios that ran on solar power, bars of soap and shampoo to last for years, bottles and bottles and bottles of water, medicine, clothing, etc. He put it all into a U-Haul and then tied it to the truck so that we could drive to North Dakota for Christmas that year. Because the airplanes probably weren't going to work because of Y2K, And we drove all the way from Texas. It was like a 24-hour drive. And like it goes on and on about those details and stuff. But he just recently ran out of the soap that he had purchased.
God, that's amazing.
In preparation.
That's wild.
Doesn't that remind you of, do you ever see the movie with Brendan Fraser, a favorite?
Yeah.
Blast from the Past.
Blast from the
And
Past.
it wasn't Y2K, but he lived in the bunker.
I was thinking, why did they go in the bunker? Something landed on their property that they thought was like a nuke.
Yes.
And it wasn't.
And then they went into the bomb shelter.
It was a plane, a part of a plane falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
And
which is also equally unrealistic.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But they like launched their preparedness
Yes,
plan.
and he grew up underground in a bomb shelter. It's honestly a weirdo movie, but I love it.
But it kind of is like that.
Yes.
Like these people were ready for...
No, people thought the world was going to end. And like it obviously varied from extremes to some people being like, yeah, it's weird. We'll see what happens, to I'm building a bomb shelter and stocking up for years.
That's, yeah, I can't even imagine that.
But there's like a bunch of people too. Like I keep reading all these stories about these people that were hired to be basically like programmers and stuff. And this one guy was literally hired in 98 and 99, and his sole task was to find this. He said software would detect it and find it, so they didn't have to like go by each line of code, but the software would detect it, and then they would a bug of it actually not working, and then he would go in and fix.
So they fixed the bugs.
He patched the bugs. Right. So apparently that was
fixed, and
he said he got a ton of overtime pay, extra holidays. When he left the company, he got a company branded watch with the company's name and Millennium engraved on the back.
So money well spent.
Yeah, well, so this is an interesting...
Maybe planes would have fell out of the sky if we didn't do these
maybe.
patches.
I don't know.
This is an interesting fact. So there's like the opposing view and the supporting view. Apparently there's two clear sides of the aisle, which makes sense. But it has been suggested that the September 11th like infrastructure response, the reason we could get back up online and be connected after the terrorist attack was because of the work that we did in preparation for Y2K.
Interesting.
So back to my point before, there was like positive like side effects.
Yes.
So whether or not you believe they actually stopped the world from ending,
Right.
there were things that happened that made us better equipped for shit in the future.
I mean, like, what a wild time.
Isn't it so
It's so crazy
funny?
to think about.
I just wish I remember it better of what I was seeing on TV.
I don't remember the TV. I just remember that moment. But again, the more and more we do this, the more and more I realize how bad my memory is. And I only have snapshots of so many things, or like remember it in concept and not in my actual life.
Yeah.
Or I conflate memories like the Selena thing.
True. Well, and how old? So I was 11, you were 12. So we were old enough to like be with it.
Yeah.
The other thing that's interesting for the opposing view, so meaning we spent all this money for nothing, is that countries like South Korea, Italy, and Russia invested little to nothing and had like negligible issues.
Like they were fine.
Correct.
But they also probably had less computers and infrastructure.
Yeah, probably. So it's like
What countries did you just
chicken or
name?
the egg. South Korea, Italy, and Russia. No.
Russia. I feel like they would probably. I
I mean,
some
South
reason,
Korea's, well.
No, I think those are pretty civilized technologically, right?
Yeah. No, I'm saying I think that
So I'm wrong.
they
is
would
what I'm
have
saying.
issues. Right.
Yeah.
Western countries anticipated such severe problems in Russia that many issued travel advisories. I don't remember that. And executed non-essential staff. Imagine you like took your people out of the country.
Executed?
Evacuated.
Oh my god! I
was like, did you say South Korea or North Korea?
I was like, was Putin president? Like, what is going
Sorry,
on?
evacuated. What is wrong with
They
me?
executed their staff in anticipation of Y2K.
We're not going to make it.
We're not going to make it. So we might
I
as
feel
well
like
kill you
that
now.
one would have risen to the
Oh
top
my
in
God,
terms
that's
of the
so
media
funny.
coverage. Sorry, they evacuated everyone. But can you imagine you're like
Big difference.
working for the government in Russia, right? Like the U.S. government in Russia, and they're like, come home.
Yeah, come home now. It's Y2K.
And then you get home, and literally the clock changes, and it's like, flick.
I mean, I could have done this in Russia.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we should say where we stand on the issue. I mean, I know where you stand. I hear it in your voice. You're so skeptical that we actually solved anything.
No, I'm not. I never heard proof that we did. So I went on with my life thinking, well, once it was over too, like it's incredible how like resilient we are as a society, because it's the same thing with COVID where everyone's like, this is going to fundamentally, and it did change a lot of things.
Yeah.
But a lot of us just went back to our regular lives once masks were gone and social distancing, and COVID exists.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with Y2K. It didn't turn into anything. So we just carried on with our lives and didn't think about it because we didn't have to worry about it anymore.
guess, yeah.
So I never really thought about the accountability factor or what came of it because it didn't matter.
So that's a good question. Do you think in 25 years, the narrative on COVID was that we made a big deal out of nothing?
No. I'm just saying in the same way that we get over a catastrophic global sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is when it's kind of passed in a way that's normal and we live our lives now, you just carry on. Y2K, and they're not comparable, obviously.
I think for COVID, the biggest thing that came out of that is the ability to like people working remote. I feel like that was not a thing.
No, I know.
But this is
Before
my point,
COVID.
is that I don't think that it was as big of a deal as we made it, but I think there was enough positive byproducts that like maybe not worth 300 billion, 600 billion, but like I'm not mad at it.
No, and probably the exercise of that much coding and all of those people in overhauling
Boomed the
internet
economy.
systems. Yes, it boomed the economy. And to your point, there could have been things that we learned that made us more prepared for other things, because computers still weren't that sort of,
No, that's what I'm saying.
you know,
We needed to get in there.
totally. So I think in that sense, if that's all true, I literally just carried on with my life. I never thought about it again.
You know
really.
what's kind of funny though? Like at a global level, we basically were cramming because we knew about it in the 70s.
yes.
We knew about it in the 80s.
It's
and we're like,
procrastination.
fuck.
Yes.
We only have a decade
It's
to solve
98,
this.
guys. We got to get on it.
Yeah, this guy said he was hired in 98, 99.
They're like
it was
passing different acts to bring like
Yes.
different like contingencies together to solve it. And
Yes.
it's like, bro, you had 30
You had
years
30
to
years.
do this, but it just goes to show
Cramming
solves
works.
everything.
That's how we do it here on this pod.
Yeah, well, and you make fun of how I do my research, but
Do you want a quiz?
of course I do.
Okay, so here's the thing. Because Y2K is an
It's
anomaly.
once in a lifetime, yeah.
So now there's this whole Y2K trend
What?
of clothing
Oh.
with Gen Zers. So that's where it translates now into an era that...
Yes.
So Y2K was an event, a bug, a moment
Yep.
that apparently took billions of dollars to prepare for. But it's now translated into Y2K fashion and all these quote unquote trends that are coming back. And that's kind of how we're billing it now as Gen Zers.
Well, that's why I think I got sidetracked and forgot it was just a bug.
Right.
Because the way
Because
we
it's an
talk
era.
about Y2K is
It's the
truly
millennium.
The millennium.
Yes.
Which I knew it was the bug, forgot it was the bug.
But that's
came
what
back
sparked it
to
all. Yeah. Because
Yes.
again, in our brains, when nothing happened, it was nothing. And we
that-
just carried on.
Well, and as an 11-year-old, I don't think I knew that I was anxious. I knew some shit was not right, but I don't think I understood the magnitude now looking back on it. Like, I would feel differently as an adult in that
Yes.
moment than I did as an
I know.
11-year-old.
I should actually ask my parents, like,
Yeah, we should have
what
done a
did
little,
it feel
we
like?
should have
Hey,
done a little
text your
primary research.
text your dad. Have him come down. Let's
No,
ask
no.
about Y2K.
We'll ask him after. But okay, so you're going to quiz me on what?
Y2K fashion. Like, this
Okay.
is what we're gonna...
Love it.
This is how we're translating. It's a Gen Z trend, obviously.
Okay.
So what is the Y2K trend on TikTok? It's kind of simple. It's like wearing
Baggy pants.
oversized t-shirts to colorful sweatshirts.
Oh,
And, like,
interesting.
everything in
So I
between.
just got the wrong side of the body.
Yeah, but like those are like trademarks. Colorful sweatshirts, oversized tees.
well, they look
It's
like hobos. They just wear
They look like
all
hobos, but they look
baggy
like
shit.
we did in the 90s.
Yeah, that's fair.
What are people calling Gen Z's obsession with the 2000s?
Ooh. It's like a term?
But it's like a made up term. It's like a play on a word we know.
Is the word nostalgia?
Yep.
I don't know.
Nostalgia.
Ooh.
Right? Kind of clever.
Love it.
Okay, so then there's these things called Y2K Micro Trends. Have you ever heard of them before?
No.
So you don't know what they would be called?
No, is that the question? Is that the question?
Yes.
Micro trends?
Yes, they're called micro trends, and they have like a name.
Y2King?
No.
Millennium.
They have the word
makeovers.
core in them. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
Barbie core and mermaid core.
Oh, Barbie core I've heard.
Yeah, so that's like a Y2K mini trend.
So do they just put core on the end of whatever the trend
Whatever
is?
it is. But then they also have, they don't do it for every single one. They also have like coastal granddaughter.
Oh, coastal grandma.
Sure.
I've heard coastal grandma, not
Okay.
granddaughter.
Well, maybe I got it wrong.
It's possible.
Okay, so what types of Y2K clothing are popular now and selling like crazy? You can like name a few of them.
Affliction t-shirts.
No.
Is that on there? Baggy pants, though.
Jinko jeans.
Bell bottoms?
Flared pants, yep.
Flared pants. Okay.
Overalls.
Not on here, but if they're denim is one of them.
Fanny packs?
No.
Oh, I felt like that was a good
I mean,
guess.
like, yes, but
Not on your list.
it's like these are the ones that are like exploding in a way where we're up significantly in sales.
chokers.
No, it's clothing.
Oh, only clothing, not jewelry.
I mean, jewelry's generous for a choker.
I mean, it's in the category technically.
It's plastic.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'm thinking about one specific kind.
Yeah, the black one.
So you
with
got
the netting, basically.
Mesh.
yes, it was like a plastic.
Yeah, it was
thing.
like a pull.
yeah.
Whatever. What are the answers?
Cargo pants,
oh, damn it.
which is crazy.
Cargo pants is coming back?
Yeah, especially for women.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
In the
Denim,
wild.
anything, baby tees and crop tops. Crop tops were the hottest t-shirt style of 2023.
So that's me and Katie have this big differentiation. I will only, because long t-shirts and long tank tops and the layering of them was a thing when we were growing up.
But
Not
this-
now. But Katie doesn't have a shirt that covers her fucking belly.
Yeah.
Even when she goes to work, she styles the crop.
No,
I'm like,
same. But
this
I
is
love a crop top.
See, you do.
I'm wearing one right now.
It's kind of
But like I wear like a boxy short tee.
well, and you wear shorts high enough that I don't see your belly.
Yeah, I'm not trying to show my belly.
Well,
That's never
to
an
me,
intention.
Crop top is equates with seeing your
Okay,
belly.
so this is the thing. In the 90s, we wore crop tops and low-rise jeans.
Yeah, like so much skin.
It was so much skin, and your thong was hanging out. It was like a
oh my God, I used to pull my
the
thong
whale
up
tail.
high.
It was gross.
Yes, the whale tail.
But then we went to early 2000s, really long shirts, and you'd layer everything. You'd have those lacy bottom tees.
Oh,
so it went
my
to the
God,
opposite
yes.
direction.
Yes.
And then now we're coming back to crop tops again, but with a high-waisted pant. So they're kind of combining.
They're more appropriate now.
Yeah, they're combining like two trends where it's not the baby tee and the low rider
think about
jeans.
Britney, how much torso we saw.
I mean, also like you can see it's too much. Like it's weird.
It's
I don't
so
even know how
weird.
the pants stayed up, if
Honestly,
I'm being honest.
Speaking of,
question.
is sagging coming back?
What's sagging?
What's sagging?
Bust like when your underwear was hanging out?
No, that's whale tail. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, you guys call it a whale tail?
No, that's when your thong's hanging out. You're talking about for dudes.
For
we're talking
dudes,
about when
you would see your
pull
boxers.
Oh,
thong up.
sagging. Is that what you
Sagging.
call it? Sagging?
They're wearing their pants and they're holding on to it, but it's around their like knees.
No.
And their underwear is
Oh,
sagging.
yeah,
not
that's
bad.
bad. I actually
That's
still,
sagging.
but I still see sagging. That never really went
Not
out.
to that extreme, though.
Sometimes if you're walking around
think?
New York City, there's a lot of
I haven't
saggers.
been walking around lately.
Okay, so those are a lot of them. Also, corset tops, metallic colored clothing, and tracksuits have exploded in sales.
We could do a whole podcast on it, which we won't because we will lose all of our male listeners. But the juicy jumpsuit.
I mean, lived for it.
Do you know how many I had? I even had knockoffs.
Yeah, of
Like,
course you did, because you couldn't get a juicy every time if you were going to have like
you
6
had to
of them.
sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
6 on a Monday. I had so many juicy suits. But the fact that tracksuits are back, like I can get down with that.
I feel like this is a bad quiz because now we're just talking about a different topic.
Fine.
I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
Do you have any more questions?
Who is the one last one, and you're not going to get it because
I didn't know any of these.
who is the TikTok influencer who gained popularity by showcasing her Y2K style?
Logan Ray.
No, her name's Aaliyah Ba, and then she has Aaliyah Core.
No.
Yes, and it's like mini skirts or shorts matched with crop tops, fishnet stocking, and furry knee-high boots.
What's her name? I'll have to look her up.
Aaliyah BAH. And guess how many followers she has?
10 million.
No, less than that.
2 million.
Yeah, 2.5.
Well, I knew nothing about this.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't really care about fashion. That's the problem. I'm not like up on it.
said the I only care about comfy sets girl. I'm shocked.
Well, that's my point. Like I'm not with it. I'm not up on it.
But also these things, because I just have been noticing, and granted you're like stuck in your home with an infant, but when I'm like walking around like the streets, I guess, you see these fashion trends that are like, dude, that's ridiculous. You look like I did when I was in middle school.
True. What's the wedding circuit looking like these days? Because I have a couple weddings coming up. Can I still wear the same dresses that I've always worn, or do I need to get with a new
I think dresses
fad?
are a little bit easier because they're more flexible with timelessness. Like just a nice dress is a nice dress.
Okay, fine.
Unless you want to be trendy, but you always can get away with just wearing a nice dress.
Yeah, I don't want to be trendy,
Right.
so I'll just wear a nice dress.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's settled.
As long as it's flattering and you look good, who gives a shit what you're wearing?
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on Y2K? So where do you stand?
Well, you kind of changed my mind because maybe there is an element of us preventing this. I just never knew that because no one ever fucking told me.
Yeah.
So there wasn't and again, it could be this whole huge, I don't know, we don't need to tell you. It's our business, not yours, which I always kind of fucking hate.
But it's not because we're part of this country.
I guess.
We should know.
There's some things that though we will never know.
True.
You know?
But those things I don't care
Y2K
about.
doesn't seem important enough for that to me. Like what's the big fucking secret? Just tell us how you fixed the bug and that you guys pat yourselves on the back and I'd believe you. But I never heard that.
True.
But it was such a memorable mayhem. So I do kind of appreciate that.
The mayhem in retrospect is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
to
as
like be part of
crazy as
that
it
insanity
is.
because everyone had it in common. Every person on the planet
It was like an
worried
electric
about
charge.
Y2K.
Well, one more thing. Do you remember though? We would be hearing about like Australia already turned to the new year and nothing happened. So the ripple across the time zones was crazy.
When
too.
was the last
So
time the
what country
globe
was
had
the-
something in common?
What was the country was the first one that hit midnight? Was it
Which one?
Australia?
I just remember
What's
Australia.
that
being
Yeah,
a
first?
thing.
people were talking about the
Australia.
countries as it's like knocking it
Yeah,
down.
and it's like,
and you're
nothing
like, all
happened,
right,
nothing
we're good.
happened. Yeah,
Nothing
so-
yet,
So
nothing yet.
as it all happened, U.S. was probably last on that list. Are they sitting there like, wow, we spent hundreds of billions of dollars?
The guy,
for no
like,
reason.
You think Bill
Bush
was
/
sweating?
Clinton are sitting in their office.
Clinton's like, oh shit. Like, just sign the last
He was
check.
in his Oval Office getting a little beach.
Yeah, he was.
You think $60?
Well, he was lame duck at that point. He was just kicking it.
Yeah, that's
$60.
true. $60. Someone texted me after listening to that Scandal podcast saying, "What is the right price for a blowjob? Like,
It's a really good question.
What do you think I said? What do you think I quoted?
Priceless?
No, but that's way more clever. I gave a number. What would you value it at?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Just put a number on it.
$200.
300, I said.
Okay.
It's a job, man.
No, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a stranger, $500.
I mean, great point. But if you're a
just, like,
celebrity,
picking me up on the
we'll do it for $3.
You get a celebrity discount.
Yeah.
But $500 is stranger. $250 friends and family discount.
Friends and family.
Oh my God. Family, you should have to pay more. Jeez.
Wow, this is a great way to end.
I'm so sweaty.
Right there. Any final thoughts, Brandon, on Y2K?
No,
Kyle just
blew my mind.
After the blowjob for your family, I think we're going to sign off.
Oops. You know what I meant. Oh, that's really funny.
Okay, well, that's it.
That's it.
I'm sorry, I can't focus. I'm so distracted by the family blowjob.
Follow us on Instagram, mustymillennials@gmail.com. We did get a cool email from your dad, which we can read on the next pod.
Oh, he outlined every single spinoff that was like majorly successful, completely negating.
We were talking about spinoffs.
Our TGIF hypothesis that spinoffs aren't good. He sent a long list.
Did you know them? That's the point.
I don't remember. I got to go back.
Some are like Laverne and Shirley days, so no, we did not know them, but we could.
Then doesn't count.
We could chat.
Not our era.
Agreed.
Deleted.
We have blinders only for the Millennium era.
We'll chat about them on the next step.
Excellent. Okay, so until next time, we are the crustiest, dustiest, mustiest millennials you ever did see. See you later. Okay, ready?
Sorry, I just gulped on the mic.
You did. I want him to isolate that and just play it back for you. Ready?
I'll just do the gulps in the
No,
please
reel.
don't do a gulp shame.
So
This
gross.
hasn't been a heavy drinking episode.
All right, ready?